Welcome to Epic Mind Visions. Today's topic is cathedral thinking for modern entrepreneurs. Stay with me until the end because we're going to uncover not just the mindset behind building something truly monumental, but also actionable strategies you can use right now to start constructing your own legacy layer by layer, just like the Great Pyramids. Picture this. It's the Middle Ages, and you're standing on a busy construction site. Around you, workers are laying stones, hoisting beams, and carving intricate designs into limestone. But here's the incredible part. This building, this cathedral, might not be finished for 100 years. Most of the workers around you will never live to see the final product. Yet they show up every day, laying one stone on top of another, driven by the belief that their work contributes to something far greater than themselves, something timeless. This concept is what we call cathedral thinking. It's the ability to plan and act today with a vision that spans decades, maybe even generations. And while the context is very different, the principle of cathedral thinking has never been more relevant than it is in modern entrepreneurship. Because let's face it, in today's fast-paced, results-driven world, the idea of playing the long game can feel like a lost art. But here's the twist. Cathedral thinking isn't just about patience, it's also about action. It's about finding the balance between having a grand long-term vision and the discipline to execute brick by brick on the immediate tasks that get you there. Today, we're going to explore how you, as entrepreneurs, can embrace this mindset to build businesses that are not just successful, but enduring. Let's start with the foundation of cathedral thinking, visionary leadership. Imagine being one of those medieval architects. You're designing a building that will take generations to complete. You have to think beyond your own lifetime. That's a mindset shift, isn't it? You're not just working for today's rewards, you're building a legacy, and building a legacy requires more than just ambition. It requires clarity of purpose. A cathedral without a blueprint is just a pile of stones. Similarly, a business without a clear vision is just a series of disconnected efforts. Visionary leadership means not only imagining what the future could look like, but articulating it so clearly that others can see it, believe in it, and work toward it with you. When we talk about building a legacy, we have to understand that this isn't just about personal pride or achievement. It's about creating something that has intrinsic value, something that can stand the test of time. A cathedral stands because it is well designed, but also because it is built on solid foundations. Yet for your business, that foundation might be a deep understanding of your market, a commitment to ethical practices, or a company culture that prioritizes innovation and collaboration. Without these elements, no matter how ambitious your vision, it will crumble under pressure. Visionary leadership also requires you to make decisions that may not benefit you immediately, but will benefit your business in the long run. It's about resisting the urge to chase every shiny opportunity and instead focusing on the opportunities that align with your long-term goals. Think about the choices you make daily. Are they serving your grand vision, or are they distractions? True leadership is the ability to filter through the noise and stay focused on what really matters. But here's the catch. Having a long-term vision doesn't mean you get to sit back and wait for results. It's about combining what I call macro patience and micro speed. Macro patience is that deep, unwavering commitment to the big picture, knowing that the most meaningful results take time. It's the patience to invest in things like brand reputation, customer loyalty, and company culture, all of which are slow growing but invaluable assets. But micro speed, that's where the magic happens. It's the ability to move fast on the things that matter today. Closing deals, launching campaigns, testing new ideas without losing sight of your ultimate goal. Think about it like this. The cathedral builders didn't spend decades waiting for inspiration to strike. They showed up every single day, chiseling stones and laying foundations, knowing that their daily actions were essential to the larger structure. For you, this might mean focusing on daily tasks, making sales calls, refining your product, iterating on your marketing, while keeping your eye on the horizon. Micro speed doesn't mean rushing, it means being decisive, intentional, and focused on the next best action. Let me give you an example. Yeah, imagine you're running a business that's just starting to scale. Your macro patience might look like investing in a long-term content marketing strategy, knowing that it will take months, even years, to establish your authority in your niche. But your micro speed, that's getting on a sales call today, closing a deal, and using that revenue to fund your content strategy. It's a dance between the now and the later, and mastering it is what separates average entrepreneurs from great ones. And let's talk about iteration, because this is where modern entrepreneurship and cathedral thinking really intersect. In the medieval world, blueprints weren't actually set in stone, no pun intended. Builders had to adapt to the resources available, weather conditions, even changing leadership. The same is true for you. Your vision might be big, but the path to get there, that's where flexibility comes in. Iteration is about progress, not perfection. It's about understanding that the first version of anything you create, whether it's a product, a marketing campaign, or a business model, is unlikely to be the final version. The beauty of iteration is that it allows you to learn as you go. Each step forward provides new insights, and those insights inform your next step. It's a process of constant refinement, and it's what separates businesses that stagnate from those that thrive. Take the time to listen to your customers, test ideas, gather feedback, and make adjustments. These small iterative steps are the equivalent of carving those intricate details into the cathedral walls. They might not be visible from a distance, but up close, they make all the difference. And over time, they add up to something extraordinary. And this iterative process isn't just about what you create, it's about how you approach challenges. Cathedral builders face their fair share of setbacks, fires, wars, resource shortages, but they kept going because they were committed to the vision. As an entrepreneur, you'll face setbacks too. The market might shift, competitors might emerge, your original idea might not work as planned. But if you're willing to iterate, to adapt, and to stay committed to your vision, those setbacks become stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Now, here's where cathedral thinking gets personal: building a team. Medieval cathedrals weren't built by individuals, they were the result of entire communities coming together, sharing skills and a common purpose. As entrepreneurs, your team is your community, and your job is to inspire them to see beyond their individual roles, show them how their daily work contributes to the grand vision of the business. When people feel connected to a mission, they don't just work harder, they work smarter, more creatively, and with greater loyalty. Building a team isn't just about hiring the right people, it's about fostering the right culture. It's about creating an environment where every team member feels valued and empowered to contribute to the vision. And it's about recognizing that leadership isn't about telling people what to do, it's about guiding them toward a shared purpose. And let's not overlook the importance of succession planning. Just as cathedral builders pass their skills and knowledge to the next generation, you need to think about how you're equipping your team to carry the business forward. This isn't just about training or documentation, it's about instilling a sense of ownership and responsibility in your team. When people feel that they're part of something bigger than themselves, they're more likely to rise to the occasion, and you'll have far more opportunity to delegate the most time-consuming tasks so that you can continue to be the visionary at higher and higher levels. This brings us to one of the greatest advantages we have today: technology. Imagine what those medieval builders could have accomplished with cranes, 3D modeling, or even power tools. Today, we have tools that allow us to achieve immediate results, whether it's automating a process, launching a digital product, or analyzing data in real time. The challenge is to use these tools not just for quick wins, but to accelerate progress toward our larger goals. Technology also allows us to compress timelines in ways that were unimaginable even a decade ago. A task that once took weeks can now be done in hours, but this speed shouldn't come at the expense of quality. Cathedral thinking teaches us to use technology as a means of enhancing our craftsmanship, not replacing it. Let's bring it all together with one final thought: strategic patience, building trust with your customers, creating a brand that people love, and establishing a culture that lasts. These things don't happen overnight, but that doesn't mean you can't see results along the way. It's about making deliberate choices, invest in the things that pay off today, like improving your marketing or streamlining operations, while also investing in the things that will pay off for decades, like your reputation, your relationships, and your team. So I'll leave you with this. Cathedral thinking isn't just about patience, and it's not just about results. It's about the harmony between the two. It's about showing up every day, laying the foundational stones, celebrating the small victories, and staying committed to the grand design. Because one day, whether it's 5 years or 50 years from now, you'll step back and see what you've built, and it will be nothing short of a masterpiece. What cathedral are you building? And what foundational stone will you lay today to bring it closer to reality? I look forward to your success.